A Sankarshan Joshi trip.
When we look back at how Hinduism was back in the day, which was Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras, right? So each particular category had their own like stuff. Like, they were meant to do that, and this Brahmins technically are just supposed to know. Brahmin stands for like Brahmana, and Brahmana is like basically the one who knows the world as well as himself.
Enlightened, yeah.
So their duty was just knowing the knowledge. It was they're not meant to be rich. If you look at a lot of stories, Brahmins are damn poor. We're beggars. Brahmins are beggars. Our duty was only to teach.
In a way, yeah.
No, that's our duty. Like, we don't earn. Like, Brahmins are not supposed to earn. They're supposed to either do puja at the temple, teach people, just impart
knowledge,
gain knowledge and impart knowledge.
Impart knowledge to people, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That was their job. And after that, they used to go begging for alms. So like they take a cloth, go to each house, and each house they put like one pav akki, like one rice they used to put, or flour or something like that. They used to come back home and get their daily meals with that. Right? Have you heard the story of Sudama and Krishna?
Yes, that's my favorite story growing up.
Yeah, Sudama is a Brahmin, and we know how poor he is. That's how things are, right?
Can we just elaborately talk about like the Krishna Sudama story, because that's my favorite story ever.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
how do you remember it?
So I remember this story because grandparents, like my grandmom, like every night before she used to tell us this story. Every night, like some different story every day. So like one day, like she told me about this Krishna and Sudama story. So where Krishna and Sudama were friends, and they used to go to same Gurukula, right? They used to go to same.
And they were
Gurukula, best friends there. And then so once they came out of Gurukula, they both took a different path in life. Like Krishna went out to be a king or something, or a kingmaker or something. And then
Krishna by caste is a Yadava, which is a Kshatriya.
Kshatriya, yeah.
And they're meant to rule. They're rulers. So obviously he's going to be rich. And Sudama by caste is Brahmin, and he's meant to be poor. Like
I don't know karma. If he's meant to be poor, but I think that whatever he did for a living kept him poor.
No, that's why it's called the caste system, right? That's your karma. Like,
maybe.
If you choose this karma, you're meant to be that way. So like that's how they defined communities back then. Like,
that's how.
So if you're this, if you're a Vaishya, you're supposed to know how to handle transactions, know about money. You're the merchant. You know how to sell, how to bargain, how to conduct transactions.
Krishna was
if you're the Shudra, Krishna was a Yadava, which is a Kshatriya, right? And like he is a ruler. By birth, by definition, that's his karma, which is to rule, to fight, to be a warrior. So that's why he was obviously rich in his own palace, and
Sudama was poor, right? Sudama was poor, and Sudama's wife.
Poor.
Sudama's wife worked at someone else's house as maid, and then she used to get food. She used to bring food to the table, and so one day they were at so much of a problem, like financial problem, that her wife suggested Sudama to go to Krishna. Like, Krishna is in such a good position in life. Why don't you ask him for help, like financial assistance? Like he's your friend. Like, you can go to him. And then Sudama was
like, you can imagine like the wife talking, right? Like, hey, like your best friend is so rich, and look at how well he's doing. You can obviously go and ask him for help, right? Like, and Sudama always like, no, he's my friend.
Very hesitant,
Friendship and like this you should not mix both of these things. No, I'm too shy to ask him, and then and then like after her pestering him for like days together. Then like he finally decided, okay, I'll go. And then like yeah, and actually Sudama, when he went there like Krishna was like, oh Sudama, my best friend. They had like a great time.
Like
He fed him meal.
before that, there's a huge part that you've missed there. Like that is that when Sudama decided to go ask Krishna for help, Sudama's wife gives him a handful of uh, like what's avlaki called in English?
Flattened rice flakes. Oh, like poha.
Yeah, poha, flattened rice flakes or something. So she gives that to Sudama, and she, because the philosophy being, when you're going to meet your friend, you shouldn't go empty-handed. Like that's the philosophy being there. So he takes that, and when he goes to Krishna, like this is the part which brings tears to my eye. Like every time my grandmom told the story, is that the guards outside Krishna's palace, they don't. So when Sudama goes there, and he asks those guards to let him in, like he has to go see Krishna, and the guards will laugh at him. He's like, look at you, you look like a rat. And then you think that us to believe that our Krishna was your friend. And then Sudama says, no, like we're actually friends, like we grew up together, like we're actually best friends. You please go tell him my name. And then the guards, like they push him, and they're like, don't waste our time, just leave. And then he was so stubborn, the guards are so annoyed. And then one of the guard goes and he tells Krishna that some guy called Sudama is out. And then when Krishna hears this, he runs and he comes out. He takes his friend, he makes him sit on the throne. Krishna washes Sudama's feet. Krishna washes Sudama's feet, and then they both have such a feast. They both eat well. Like they have such nice meal. Like they have fun. They laugh.
So, like, Krishna's like, like, oh, you got my favorite avlaki. Like Krishna's favorite food is avlaki.
No. Before that part, after eating such a huge meal, like such a fancy meal, Sudama is very hesitant. So Krishna asks, okay, like did you bring something for me? And then Sudama is like, oh, like he's very hesitant. And then Krishna asks again, like, did you bring something to me? And then very hesitantly, like Sudama is like, Krishna, like you're so rich. Like, can you imagine like what's going on in Sudama's head? And then when he takes out, like Krishna actually, like he becomes happy. He's like, oh, you bought my favorite fruit, like you said. And then he take a fistful of poha, and then he puts it in his mouth. He takes twice or thrice. And then Sudama leaves without asking Krishna.
He still doesn't have the courage to ask him for anything.
No, it's not about courage. It's the friendship. Like it's really hard to ask your best friend for money. Like
it's courage only.
He didn't have
like asking for help is. Asking for help is
courage.
You need to be very brave to ask for help. Yeah.
Sort of, yeah. And then he doesn't ask that, ask Krishna's help. And when Sudama gets back home, and like when he goes to a home, like he sees a beautiful building, like big house, and then he thinks that, okay, like this is not my house, and he moves, like he changes the direction, like he moves on to a different house. And then his wife comes out of the house, like wearing like really good ornaments, and he's like we are rich now, like this is a miracle.